Hi all, this is Dr. J coming to you live, streaming live from Long Island, New York. Today we're going to do a quick look at the Dow and glance at Netflix. A lot of you have been concerned about its recent performance, as have I been concerned about Netflix, which is shaping up, in my opinion, to probably be the weakest of the FANG stocks. So, by the way, I canceled my subscription to Netflix, but that's just me. All right, so let's take a look at the video charts. We're going to share screen. You'll see an infinitude of me. It's nice to see an infinitude of yourself. Quick look at the Dow first, then a quick look at Netflix. This looks like the Dow. It was in a tremendous channel, upward channel. It's been in that upward channel from, from 628, so that's a full month. You couldn't ask for a better 22 days or 24 days. You're up 5.25% in 22 days. I'll take it. However, we all knew that's unsustainable, because if we're up 5.25% every month, we'd be up about 70% of the year, and that's not happening. So we have a down day today that passes the lower trend line here. Not to worry, because there's other trend lines that we could look at. If we draw the trend line from the high on 227 to the high on June 11th, we get some nice support for the Dow. And basically today's action shows a bounce off of that trend line. And the recent Dow action is, over the last week, has been above this trend line. Now, I also drew a trend line going way back to the lows of February 8th. And if you draw that trend line to intersect with the high of June 11th, we get two triangles that intersect. You know about intersecting angles, they're equal. Not that that's directly relevant, but there's a certain amount of symmetry. It looks like, whereas the Dow traded under this trend line for months, from March till June 11th, or even beyond, from March until now, really, it has just crossed this trend line, and hopefully will trade above it for some time now. At least enough time for it to make new highs of over 26,000, over 27,000. So I think the Dow will come up to this upper trend line sometime in the near future. I think you will see it find support on this lower trend line and trade in this triangle. So I think it's going to trade in the smaller triangle. Let me pull that out a little bit. We'll expand that smaller triangle into a bigger one. So that's what I think is going to happen. I think the Dow trades up around here, above this line, and maybe, hopefully, can't see it off the page, but will intersect the upper trend line at some point, making a new all-time high. So that's what I have to say about the Dow. As far as Netflix goes, I drew a similar picture, which I put out on Twitter yesterday. I did probably a better ellipse yesterday, but it shows first the all-time high on Netflix came on 6/21. It was a high of 423.21. And then we have a triple top that forms on 7, 9, 10, and 11. And this triple top is kind of like the fortress protecting the king being the high on 6/21. So I see a lot of resistance, like a wall of resistance, just under 420. And that's a wall that Netflix will have a tough time climbing. It did have a big turnaround candle, 7-1, and things looked like maybe that it would get better. But unfortunately, it never traded above the trading range of that day. We had 8 inside days, culminated by bearish engulfing on the, what's that date? Can't seem to get the date. Where's the date? It's being hidden by this. Okay, so let me try to get that date again. 7/27 was the engulfing. So since 7/27 and 1, 2, 3, 4 trading days, we're well below that engulfing candle, even though we've had 3 attempts at rallies over today, yesterday, and the day before. Today's rally attempt, let's see, where are we now in Netflix? Let me just do an update, gotta refresh this. We're up 0.37% or $1.29. Up is better than down, but it's nothing to get too excited about. But considering that the Dow is down, I guess that's not a bad sign. So I wish you Netflix players luck, but I think tomorrow I'm going to show a fib retracement all the way back with a starting point well, that's maybe too low. Let's look at this retracement back to April 4th. That would take us, if it's a full retracement, to 271.22. So I'm going to do a fib retracement from the high on 6/21 to the low on April 4th. We'll take a look at that tomorrow or maybe after the markets today. But in the meanwhile, if you own Netflix, good luck. To me, it's at best a hold. And we'll take a further look at it tomorrow or later today. Good luck to those of you who do hold Netflix. I don't recommend shorting stocks because it's against my philosophy. But if I own Netflix, I might be taking a little profit here, or as Kramer says, ring the cash register. Fundamentally, I think there's a lot of competition that lies ahead for Netflix, like Amazon Prime and YouTube TV and Apple TV. I don't know. I'm just leery of it. Like I said, I canceled my subscription probably because I got very quickly got tired of watching Kevin Spacey push a girl in front of a train. I didn't like the President of the United States, or future President of the United States, committing bloody murder. So that bothered me, just me. In any event, maybe it doesn't bother you any, but I'm probably not a good reason to cancel it, but I just felt it wasn't worth the money, and I canceled my subscription. So I'm going to stop screen sharing. I think basically I said too much. So I meant no analogies to any political situation today. I was just merely talking about Kevin Spacey and the show that he was in. I don't even remember the name. So in any event, I bid you adieu, farewell, hasta mañana, the best of luck trading your stocks. See you all tomorrow. This is Dr. J at 11, signing off from Long Island, New York.